Oh my god. Oh, did it take a picture already? Okay. Okay. What am I gonna do for Snapchat? Hey guys! I'm starting my YouNow broadcast. Oh, it's going to memories. I don't want to be on memories. There. Oh, there's a dog face. That's the number one. Dog face. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's horrible. It's creepy in a way. Isn't this creepy? Look at this. I'm gonna write so creepy. Hey! Hi, Raindrop 4. I'm starting my broadcast. Can you hear me properly? I gotta put up the volume like super high. Because I noticed yesterday I put the video on YouTube and like almost nobody could hear it. Hey, what's your name? I don't know how to say. Whatever. I'm sorry. I made a good attempt. Hi, James. Go visit my Snapchat here. I'm putting up the Snapchat code. There it is. Wow. Massiah. That was kind of creepy. Oh, I lost a follower or a watcher. Anyhow, I've got to put up a thing. Hold on. Snapchat has become like my favorite app. I don't know which one I'm going to use. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so weird. I'm going to be on YouNow.com in a minute. Bye. Hey, official team though. Hi, Kylie. I should put up the volume so you guys can see. Sorry, somebody is like. Anyhow, only positive vibes here. No negative stuff here today. I'm going to start the broadcast. There are a couple more people in here. We're going to talk about photography. We're going to talk about some of the trends that are happening in here. I'm not mumbling. Tell me if you can hear me properly. Maybe it's your computer. Anyhow, today I took some photos, and yesterday I took some photos of a medical facility, which was really cool. That's my job. I'm a photographer and I'm a journalist, so I take photos and write stories. I feel a lot better. Yesterday I was feeling kind of down in the dumps because there are like some really negative stuff happening in the world. Anyhow, I feel a lot better now. Hey, new people. What is your name? Lemiku. Hi, Armando. Oh my god, guess what? What? What is it? Thank you for inviting your fans. Everybody share up this broadcast. Share it up. I'm not playing any music or dancing today just because I don't really feel like it. I have to get on the treadmill and run for an hour, so I guess I could dance, but then it would be like kind of weird because it's like doing another different type of physical activity. Yeah. I've never seen you in this broadcast before, Kylie. Anyhow, the tip that I wanted to talk about in photography is using this SLR. As you can see, I just took off the flash. It's an SB900 Nikon flash. And the tip is how to take pictures of women and how to take pictures of men. So on the last broadcast, I told you guys about how to take runway pictures and how, like a runway can be 50 feet or maybe 30 feet. Photographers are not on the sides of the runway because that's not the type of picture you want in a magazine. In a magazine, you want a head-on picture. So when I say head-on, it means directly at you, head-on. So that means that if I'm taking a picture of people walking straight down a runway, then I'm at the end of the runway and I'm not on their level. I am slightly below them so that I can see them looking down at me, right? So when you're taking portraits of people and they're sitting down and they're posing, basically, men usually do head-on pictures like that. or 45-degree pictures because men have like sharper features than women. Usually women have softer faces, so you don't really want to accentuate that someone has a super huge chin if they're a woman, or a super big nose if they're a woman, or super big, cheekbones if they're a woman. You want to accentuate all those things on men, so you take a picture that's like this, a head-on one, so that you'll have 45 degrees of light on this direction, and it'll show off, their eyebrow bones or their cheekbones or their nose, the shadows on their faces. And that's what you do for men because you want men's features to look starker. And for women, you usually kind of get them to turn their body, keep their eyes on you, and turn their head. Tuck their chin in a little bit, like that. And that's how you take a picture of a woman. It's very rare that you see a woman taking a picture like this. And that's just because not everybody has a perfect face. So usually you tell people to turn their head when there's a blemish right here on their face. So you're turning their head and keeping your eyes on them or doing some sort of pose so that it hides the blemish on their face. That's all. Hi, Kaylee. Yeah, I know that I only have 5 people watching. Thanks for pointing it out. It's so strange. Hi, Luke Smith. I'm going to end this broadcast and I'll start again when Kaylee's out of here. Oh, actually, no, I can block her. Yay! Sess, it's I love you. Hi, Yanistan. Anyhow, so I was talking about positions for men and women in photography when you're taking pictures of people. For women, you usually get them to turn at a different. Well, you're so happy? Why are you happy? I was talking there. Hold on. Okay. Hey, Kryptonics Band. So, why are you so happy? What happened? Well, while I'm waiting for official T-Flow to answer, I'm going to tell you guys what we're talking about today. So we are talking about a photo tip about how to take portrait photography and how to do, I was just reviewing how to do runway photography, kind of to show you the trick of doing that if you're going to ever go to a runway show and you want to take pictures and you get the chance. And then I'm going to talk about 2 topics that are really kind of big right now. So one is the Kim Kardashian photo shoot, which is super huge right now. It's on Interview magazine. I think that's what it's called. Used to be an Andy Warhol magazine, so I'm going to talk about that. And if you don't, I'll show you the picture on the front page and you'll know what I mean. And then, what else? I'm going to actually today finish the iMovie tutorial on how to do a trailer. So if you go to my YouTube channel, which I'm going to put in here, let's see. I've been binge watching Daryl Eves, so I can't exactly. I'm trying to change my YouTube channel. I don't know if anybody else can see it, but I changed my YouTube to the dark mode. That's the link to my YouTube channel up there. So you can go visit it if you want, and you can get some tips on photography and all that. But I'm going to do the new video for that as well. And then at the end of the broadcast, when we reach kind of 45 minutes, I'm going to be doing a question and answer period. I am so glad that Negative Kaylee is out of here. That was really disturbing. Oh, now there are only 2 people in here. Hopefully we can get back to 50 where we were before. We became so negative there. Positive vibes only today, please. I saw a really funny video today. So there's this YouTuber that I follow whose name is Yuka, I think it's Yuki Kinoshita. She's Japanese, and she's one of those super eaters. So they were doing a television show, oh, hi Marcus. Oh, yeah, official T-Flow. I'm super positive too, but some people are they're weird. They come on here just to be angry. I don't know why. But thankfully, YouNow allows us to block people who are not. Hi, Abby. Anyhow, so I watched this video of this lady, and she's eating so much, And apparently, so she's like 105 pounds. I was like, and people on the television show, this is in Japan, they're like, why is she so lean? How is it possible she's able to eat 100 pieces of sushi at one time in 1 hour? And the other lady who they're doing the comparison test against has only ate 10 pieces of sushi. And so what happens is her stomach expands 66 times its regular size. 66 times her regular size. It was amazing. I've never seen anything like that. She's very amusing to watch because she's like super, super tiny, and she's like, usually it's guys who are those, people that can eat 15 hot dogs in 15 minutes or something like that, or 15 seconds. Somebody's sending me a message right now. Anyhow, if you have not seen me on YouNow before, please fan me up on YouNow. And who's a pig? She's not a pig. She's really fun. Thank you very much for the 50 likes. She's really cute too. I don't know, it's one of those things. She eats traditional food in Japan, and she like shows her and everything too, because she has to do a physical every year and all that. Anyhow, so it's very, very interesting to watch. Her name is Yuki Kinoshita. Anyway, gosh, I'm getting like mixed up with English and Japanese, because if I wanted to say anyways in Japanese, I would be like, so, ja, matane, whatever, like later on, they did this. You didn't deserve it? Oh, are you talking about the girl who was in here earlier? Yeah, that was really sad, and I blocked her. But let's not talk about her, because let's not talk about mean people. Oh, who is sending me this? That's one of my makeup friends. Anyhow, yeah. So, like I was saying earlier, go visit my YouTube channel. I'm going to put the link in here one more time. And I'm going to put the link to my Instagram in here, because I didn't actually share it on Instagram. Oh, God. What is wrong with people today? Oh, my God. Is it like the 5 o'clock craziness day or hour or something? Or is it like 5 o'clock, a crazy hour? Or is it a full moon in the United States or something? It's so strange. Why are these people so... Hi, official D-Flow. This is weird. I have never dealt with these. I wonder how old this person is. Well, I just blocked her on here. She has 2 fans. And she's been a YouNower for 1 month. And nothing else in their description. People are crazy, man. I have never seen, I think it must be a full moon or something strange like that is happening. That people are just so sour all the time. Oh, and then they gave me like 50 likes for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, there's a Ross person who's in here. Okay, Ross, you're not a crazy person, are you? Because we've had to deal with 2 crazy people so far in this broadcast. You're not friends with an Abby. Or what was the other girl's name? Oh my god, I don't even want to mention their name. Maybe it's like Bad Juju if I mention their name. Oh my god, are you friends with this person too? Is this like the YouNow gang of crazy people right now? Maybe it's like the 5 o'clock hour of crazy people. This is nuts. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to say right now that this should be a broadcast for adults. Oh my god. This is so strange. I'm trying to like remove them from here. Okay, so there's a new person in the chat named Ranga, I think. Oh. I'm not going to answer anybody in the chat from now on because something strange is happening with like a lot of angry people for some reason. So I'm just going to talk about this broadcast. So today I made a video. Well, maybe I'll talk to you, but it's really weird. So today I made a video. Yes, I will talk to you. Is this weird? Do you think this is weird? That there's so many angry people on YouNow right now? Like, I have never experienced angry people on YouNow before. Like, for real. Even when people like make bad jokes and stuff, I've never experienced like super angry people before. I've had that happen to me when I first started. Oh, I don't know. That just sounds really weird, though. And I always thought that like YouNow moderated those things. I guess you can like start up a new channel or like a new profile on YouNow if you're like a troll or whatever. Like, I'm sure you can just start a new profile like that. That's weird. I thought you had to be like, maybe it's 13, but I always thought you had to be like 15 or 16 to be on here. And, like when you're 15 or 16, you're almost an adult. I don't know. Sure, you can have a diss track. So weird. It's totally like made me miss 20 minutes out of here. I'm only going to talk for an hour because I have to do a bunch of writing tonight. I have to write a ton of news stories for like special events and previews and stuff like that. Just check. Ready? Let's go. Okay. And it's unfortunate that I can't just give them back their 15 bars. I don't want any negative bars. Anyhow, so I'm going to talk about iMovie tutorials as well. So there were 4 things I wanted to talk about during this hour. First was photography, the tip about how to take pictures. I don't want their negative likes. They had a negative soul, and I don't want their negative likes. Anyhow, and I wanted to talk about 2 trends that are happening in the world right now. And I wanted to talk about iMovie. And then I wanted to have like a question and answer period too, where I answer any questions about photography or about any of my challenges. Aw, thank you, Official T-Flow. That's really nice. Thank you so much. Ah, somebody keeps texting me through the whole broadcast. Well, you don't have to use up all of your likes. That's really nice of you, though. Thanks very much for being my #1 fan, my real #1 fan. So yeah, so I've already went over the photography tip, even though it was kind of convoluted and disrupted. But basically, the rule of thumb for photography of women is you kind of like make them pose and do angles and things like that. You can do a head-on portrait if you want, but usually it's like with younger models with softer skin and softer features that you do that. because when you do head-on pictures, it kind of like makes their features look really hard and pronounced. So that's why you don't do that. Thank you for that ice cream. Anyhow, so I'm on my second week of no meat. I think it's having a toll on me. I'm really tired, actually. So yeah, I'm gonna put the link to the iMovie trailer. It looked like I sent it on to people who are on my Facebook group, my like photography Facebook group, and one of the guys on there was like, "It looks psychedelic." I kept the Bollywood music and everything too. I'm gonna actually here. I'll click on it. I don't want to start it up because I don't want to get like fake views. So I put it up yesterday. There's only 7 views so far. So, oops. Here's the link. That's the link to the trailer. And it's basically one of the preloaded trailers that's in iMovie. So when you open up iMovie, you go to the area where it says create a new, project, and you can create a movie or you can make a trailer. And so if you click create a trailer, it's going to come up with like 30 different types of pre-made trailers that you can use. And this one is like the Bollywood prototype. So I just changed the pictures and put in different videos and changed the titles of everything. I think it's like 1 minute and 40 seconds. So I'm 41sting girls. Whoa! Let's get to 30. Anyhow, yeah. Here, I'm going to write my hashtag in there. Really exciting is that I'm watching a bunch of Daryl Eves videos on YouTube. So Daryl Eves is like a super big influencer on YouTube, and he basically helps other YouTubers how to understand the YouTube program and, to like increase their reach and everything. And I'm just like super excited. I don't know. It's just really weird. I might go back later on tonight under YouTuber and do the broadcast just so I can talk about the YouTube channel. But I didn't want to only talk about YouTube today. So tonight I'm going to put up a new video that's going to have like the screenshots and step-by-step actions of how you do a YouTube trailer. So the trailer is up already, the one that I made in like literally half an hour. The only thing that was difficult was like planning the right videos, putting them into the right slides, like storyboards. It's pretty cool. It's a really easy way to make your own trailer. And you can use that trailer for the start of your YouTube videos, which is super cool too. Okay, so those were the camera tips and the iMovie tips that I was talking about today. So I wanted to talk about, hey, new people who are watching. Oh my god. Holy. I wonder if this is all just the same person who is like just creating new broadcasts or new is creating new accounts because they have nothing to do. It is kind of funny. I wonder if you can, yeah. I don't care, really. I've had a criminal spit in my face, had people try to slash at me as a photographer, so I've had people throw garbage on me, had people, be very, like, real violent criminals, so this is not gonna bother me. Yeah. Like, you have to deal with the worst of the worst. I have to sit in court and stuff like that, so just a couple words. That's not going to bother me at all. Oh, we moved up even higher. Anyhow, yeah. So I wanted to talk about Interview Magazine, and I'm going to try to find the picture. So basically, Kim Kardashian did a photo shoot for this famous magazine that Andy Warhol used to shoot for, and it's called Interview Magazine. I'm not sure how many years it's been open. Maybe I'll guess with you later. Yeah, I definitely need to find a way to do a diss check. But So they took pictures of her dressed up as Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. And it's kind of weird because, if they had done it in October, then people would think that it's a Halloweeny thing. But she sounded like she really was like admiring Jackie Kennedy Onassis. So that's why she was doing that kind of a thing. I don't know. It's kind of weird because like the pictures of her, like her skin's darker, which is weird. Like we all know what Kim Kardashian looks like, but they had like Jackie Kennedy's clothing and her hairdo and all that. It was weird, and the only thing that was like super super weird and kind of creepy was like on the cover page they had the writing. It said something like the First Lady of the United States, and it was like Kim Kardashian, and it was like a diss to Melania Trump. You can teach me how to make a diss track. I'm gonna put my Instagram in here. I don't know why people are so negative. Like, why can't you just be happy in your soul? Oh gosh, go to my Instagram. So I met this lady the other day who gave me this USB thing that she's like putting out for her business, and it's a pig. It's literally a pig. Well, I'll see if I can show you. I have it on my phone. It's a pig, but it's a USB port or like whatever. See, isn't that cute? And that got me thinking, if you were doing like makeup, wouldn't it be cool to put your USB drive or flash drive in a stick of lipstick like this? And when you pull it off, it's a USB. It's not actually lipstick. Wouldn't that be cool? This is the lipstick that tastes like candy. I was like, huh? Well, hopefully they don't come back in here, because if they do, I'll automatically block them. I don't know how many people you're allowed to block per day. We're just so mean. Oh. But literally, I've dealt with people who are real criminals. Real criminals. So that's just a childish kind of behavior. Like I said, that's what I do for my job. So, like for my job, it's writing up police reports and stuff too. So you get to know bad people. God. Don't get pervy on me here, people. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, so what I got totally sidetracked. What else did I want to talk about today? Do you like my ring? Everybody seems to like it so much. It's just a piece of coral from the Dominican Republic. Oh yeah, so I wanted to talk about a couple of things that I saw, like trending things that are happening right now. And I'm gonna put a couple of these, like one of them I'm gonna put on my MySpace page. Um, but it's about Prince. So everybody thought that Prince's favorite color was purple because he did the whole Purple Rain thing. And it was so big and so popular and whatever. You don't really see him dressed in purple very often. So his sister, Taika, came out today and said his favorite color was orange. And he had this favorite guitar and everything. I loved Prince. I honestly loved him. I had like the biggest crush on him when I was younger. But anyhow, yeah. So isn't that fascinating? His everybody's all like Purple Rain when they're like doing tributes to him and all that. But that wasn't one of his, like it was his one of his most famous songs. But like he had a whole collection of songs from that movie that he starred in, where it was like Raspberry Beret, Kiss, Purple Rain, um, just a whole bunch of songs that were on that album from that movie. Anyhow, like Let's Go Crazy and just a bunch of really cool dance songs. But yeah, orange was his favorite color. Oh, okay. So also, a sadder note, I guess, it's the anniversary of Princess Diana's death. So that's a big thing that's happening over here. Everybody's talking about it over here. Like I said, I'm not in the United States. So it's like Canada used to be a colony of England. So everybody is talking about it here. She was known as like the princess, the people's princess over here. So, but they're also talking about this exhibit that's going on of her clothing, like her fashionable clothing and everything. So it's pretty neat to see. It's kind of also really surprising to see, like, they have her dresses up and everything. It's just like she's so tiny, so tiny. So today I checked out this um, model that I work with on Model Mayhem. I checked out her stats again. And I was like, I want to have the close, close stats to hers too. And she's like 120 pounds and like 5'8", and just like she had her bust size and the waist size and everything like that, because we have to provide clothing. I guess you don't really have to, but we provide clothing and the makeup artists and things like that for photo shoots when you do a casting call. So I guess I should really explain that too. That can be like, you can be a model actually. Um, a lot of people don't think that they can be a model. So this is weird. So when I was a kid, I used to go to, like, I was an extra for movies and for television shows and stuff like that when I was a kid. And going into that, even I could tell when I was a kid that that is a really stringent business. I don't know, maybe I was like junior high and then in high school when I did it the first time. And like they tell you what clothes to wear. Some of the people who work there should not work around children. Some of the people in, not in casting, but like in wardrobe and stuff. I remember this one lady coming up to me and saying, "Well, you're too fat for this." And I was just like, now that I think back at when I was a kid, I was really devastated. But now that I think back about it, I was just like, this person has got a mental problem. Honestly, because I was like 10 when I was a cast, like when that kind of thing happened. I'm not going to say the company it was for, but it was for a television show for children. And we were in a high school and we were like the extras for that classroom in the high school. And she told me this and just like walked away from me with like the wardrobe hanger thing as she was like picking out clothes for the other people who were extras. And it was really weird. The actors were not children, they were adults, like people who are 18, 19 years old who are playing kids who are like 14, 15 years old. Anyhow, so I was really kind of shocked when I was a kid because, you know, you have to go to like, well, I don't know for some places, but we had to go to like a modeling agency and then a casting agency, and then the agency sets you up with different places to go, and then you get paid at the end, and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, she said that to me, and I was just like, huh? And like a couple years later, when I decided not to do that anymore, and I was like into high school and I was into photography and computer science and all that stuff, and I went back and I realized when I was freaking 10 years old, I wasn't even 100 pounds. When I was 10 years old, I wasn't even 100 pounds. I was not even 100 pounds. And some grown woman told me I was fat. So it's a really rough kind of deal that certain kids get in that type of a situation. I was really lucky. My parents like were really protective over me. I once was a cancer survivor model with a lot of other cancer survivors. Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that you don't have to be like a runway model, because that's what you see on magazines. People who work on runways, right? There's lots of different modeling gigs you can get. You could be a, hand soap model. You can be a leg model. You can be a model for television commercials. You can be you could be like a catalog model, like the Sears catalog or the Bay catalog or whatever. Um, you know what I mean? Like, or you could be a model for shoes or handbags, purses, stuff like that. You don't have to be a runway model. That I don't think people understand. And then the types of models they're looking for are different. Like the most popular models right now are in the United States, the ones that you see in big magazines and stuff like that, like for Vogue and Elle and stuff like that, and Marie Claire. But the thing is, if you lived in Asia, there is no Vogue magazine in Asia. I mean, there's a Vogue Asia. You know what I mean? Like, all of the models in Asia are Asian. There's a couple that are black, a few that are white, but the population in Asia is Asian. So they want to see Asian people in magazines. So, there's Asian models predominantly over there. So I think that a lot of people don't realize that if you can't make it as a model in the United States, go to a different country and there's more opportunities all over the place. Like if you want to be a model in India or like Pakistan or, Saudi Arabia or places like that, if you don't want to show your skin. Sorry, I have to answer this. Hi, new person from YouNow. Anonymous. Hello, Hakam. So, I don't know. A lot of people are also talking about what's happening in Houston right now. The area where I live used to be like really bad flooding. A couple of years ago, it was like one of the most horrific floods in all of Canada. But they're saying that in Houston, flooding is like 17 times worse than it was here. So it's really shocking. Yesterday, I just watched the whole thing on the news over and over again on CNN. So I'm going to start putting all of my live streams on YouTube. I basically am on YouNow every single day. So I'm going to have daily content every single day on YouTube and YouNow as well. As you can hear, my voice is going. It's probably just because I've had to do lots and lots of interviews today for stories. And on my Blogspot blog, on Blogger, which you can go to as well, you just have to Google my name and look up Blogspot and you'll find it. I'm going to be putting the front page pictures. Every time I get a front page, I'm going to post the front page picture. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Do you guys have any questions? There's a couple people in here right now, and we're almost reaching the 40-minute mark. It's calm down, no negative people here. I am going to run today for 1 hour on the treadmill, and I'm eating really healthy. I have a big thing of water. I've had 3 of these today, which is about 6 glasses of water. I think it says on the side it's 600 milliliters for each one. I don't really have any other super negative things today. Today, there were some people who were taking some pictures, like real estate pictures, across the street, and it was really weird seeing their lights flash on and off. Like, it was like how not to take real estate pictures. So this is another photography tip that I'm going to talk about, and hopefully you guys appreciate this. So what happens when you take real estate pictures? It doesn't matter, just as long as you have a very good quality camera when you're taking those pictures. But the trick is to keep all of your lights on and make sure all of the curtains are not drawn, but like open. So you get as much sunlight as possible, and use the flash on your camera, and use whatever type of lighting that you're using in your house. So this is the type of flash I would use. And then you angle the flash at something that's white, and ceiling's usually white, so you bounce the flash off of the white ceiling, and then it comes down kind of like as a curtain over whatever you're taking a picture of. So if I'm taking real estate pictures, there's two things that I use. I use a cell phone. I use my professional photographer's kind of camera, and I use a video camera. And I might use the video on this SLR because it can take still pictures and video. But I like to have something that has a different perspective so that you can take video or do a panoramic scene of the room, which is really cool. And then I make sure I turn on all the lights. And then I take pictures of essential rooms in the house. Like I take pictures of every room, but you want to make the best pictures of places like the kitchen, the den, the bathrooms, stuff like that. Because when people are looking for houses, they're looking for certain things. They're making sure you have a large kitchen, a large living room, large den, large backyard space. If you say you have 2 bathrooms, they want to see what each bathroom looks like, and so on. So that's a photography tip to do with real estate photography. I'm not going to ask anybody to share this broadcast anymore. I feel kind of deflated with how negative some people who are here on YouNow are. I mean, I'm not like having a horrible day or anything. I am a little tired. I don't want to have to deal with children. So, and like I've said, I've been taking a bunch of pictures of stuff today for my job and like writing a bunch of news stories and everything. Hello, Randall. I'm going to start doing a question and answer period pretty soon here. Thanks for becoming my fan. Today we were talking about photography tips. I talked about how to take runway pictures, how to take portraits of men and women, and I talked about a photography tip on how to take real estate photography. Say like you're renting your house, or you want to sell your house or something like that, or you want to sell a car. How do you take pictures of those sorts of things? So like when we want to rent a property, what we do is we turn on all the lights. And another thing to do is like the best pictures are pictures of houses that have furniture in them and they're staged. But you want to make sure that there isn't too much stuff. Like people don't like to see clutter. They like to see clean, sleek areas and natural colors, like the color of the wall behind me and stuff like that. They want to be able to see themselves in the picture, to imagine themselves in that bathroom or whatever, or the kitchen. So, yeah. Just make sure you take your best pictures, even if that means taking 50 pictures and picking out the best ones. You just have to remember that when you're putting pictures up on a listing of a real estate property, it's like you're selling the property, right? You're trying to make it attractive to people. So if you're going to take a picture of the backyard, don't take a picture with like a bunch of garbage out there. Make sure it's nice and clean, and make sure you take the pictures in the day where it's bright and sunny out and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to start my question and answer period if more people come in here. Since we are almost out of time, it's almost 1 hour. I'm going to check to see if I've leveled up or not, because I think I was pretty close to 20. It says, oh, I am on 20. It says that I'm 91% to 21, which is weird. I thought it was saying like to 20 at first, but it just says to 21. I'm really surprised. So I don't like talking negatively about anything because I try to be positive all the time. That's why I like my favorite YouNow, or Miss Master Fox Cosmic Fan, because she's always really, really positive. And I think when you're positive, people can't really get you down. So I'm very surprised actually how negative some people have been on this site. And I've only experienced just today. Today was like the first time in like 3 to 4 months that I've ever been on YouNow that people were negative. So I hope people just chill and be a little bit happier in life. There's no reason to attack people just for the sake of doing that. I don't understand why people do that. Just for fun, you attack people. It seems a little weird to me. Anyhow, let's see who's in my audience. It says that there's like 3 people watching, but there's another person in the audience. I am going to basically tonight try to watch 10 of Daryl Eve's videos. And if you are watching this live on my YouTube channel, please go and subscribe to my channel. It's really easy. It's just up underneath the banner. You press subscribe. You don't have to pay for anything. And I do videos every single day. I do YouNow broadcasts every day. And I do videos every day. The only time I would never do a YouNow broadcast is if I was like deathly ill, literally sick, and I couldn't get out of bed. That would be the only time that I didn't do my YouNow broadcast. I'm literally on here every day. Oh, you can't see, but I was like hugging this earlier just because it's like really, really soft. I'm going to take a picture of myself with my selfie stick because I have to take a picture of myself every day for the Instagram page. Oh, we're 45 now. But I'm wearing these bazillion jeans that I got. And this shirt that says Queen because I'm the photo queen. Here, I'll make it go down so you can see. Right? So I'm going to take a picture right after this broadcast, and then I'm going to start working on that video on how to do the trailer, just so you guys can see it. But if you go to my YouTube page right now, you'll be able to see the final end product of the trailer. I'm going to end this broadcast pretty soon here since there's not a lot of people in there. I really like some of the new features of YouTube right now. They have like a YouTube dark feature, so like it's all black, so it's easier to see at night. It's easier on your eyes. It's really strange. So this is going directly online to like my YouTube channel, so I had to block 3 people, and I think it's just the same person, some teenager who created an account over and over again once they were blocked, and then came into the broadcast over and over again. I don't know why people do that, though. You think that, like, I could see how if you made a new channel every time on YouNow, I can see, the program wouldn't recognize it, right? But eventually the program should recognize it from like your date of birth that you probably had to put in, and like credit card information if you buy bars and things like that. So the time for chat is over. We're almost at an hour right now. So I'm not going to be answering a lot of questions in the chat. I'll be answering a couple of questions just about photography in general. No negativity here though. I am kind of tired. It is 6 o'clock and I've been up since like 5. I have to be up again tomorrow at 5. But if you go to my YouTube channel, which the link is, well, here's the link to the video on the final trailer for my hair challenge. And that's the video that I'm going to show people how to make tonight on my YouTube channel. I'm just going to put the direct link to my channel in here. Please subscribe, like I've said. Please subscribe. Anyhow, yeah. You can also go visit my Model Mayhem channel. or page and see some of the photos there. Or you can just Google me and see some of my work and my portfolio there. If you Google me, some of those photos you might not want to see because they're news photos. So they might not be the type of photos you're looking for. Because if you Google me, some of the photos you'll find will be from protests or car accidents or fires and stuff like that. But if you look at my Model Mayhem profile, you'll see more pictures of models and things like that. Softer kind of pictures. Seriously, to be like a news photographer in a city is very, I wouldn't say dangerous or exciting. It's just you have to do it, so you do it. So if there's a fire and there's a fence stopping you from getting to the fire or like getting closer to the fire when you need to get closer to the fire, then you climb the fence. So yeah. I don't know. I'm about to end the broadcast, but I think I'm not really sure the worst thing that I've had to do. I think the worst thing I had to do was like car wreck pictures. Because those ones are just like they mess with your mind when you see that because you think that could be me. I drive a car, so that could be me. So I try not to take those types of pictures, but if you have to, you do it. Anyhow, so I'm going to put my Instagram in here. And like I said, I put a picture of the pig USB on my Instagram so you guys can go see it. And I put up the picture of the Adidas original sweater that I got the other day. $66 is pretty good because I think it was supposed to be like $89. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and please fan me up on YouNow. Thank you to whoever gave me likes today, and thank you to the people who share this broadcast and became my fans. That's really nice. I will try to be on tonight after I finish the YouTube video so I can answer some questions and you guys can watch the video on how to make a trailer. And then I will answer some more questions and we'll talk about the types of videos that I'm going to make tomorrow. I'll be on YouNow tomorrow at the same time, same place, 5 to 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time because we are in Canada. And yeah, keep being positive, people. No matter what any crazy people say. If they're having a bad day, don't let them make you have a bad day too. Peace!